Welcome to another episode of the Salty Golfer Show. Special episode tonight.
Special episode.
This is the Christmas gift expose. Like what to get the golfer in your family.
And what not to get.
Correct.
The golfer in your family. So.
Absolutely. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, man.
Eric,
it's holiday season.
You look
back
very
to back.
festive today.
Class it up a little bit.
You did. You classed it. I
do
declassed it with the Griswold Chicago Blackhawk jersey, and you look like something out of a Hallmark movie.
Hey, I'm here.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
You look great. You look great. We've got, it's a little chilly in the icebox tonight.
Yeah.
We're in the garage.
Yeah, man.
We're sipping on some Willet.
Man, this is good.
Yeah.
First time.
You are more of a man than me. You're drinking it straight. I got mine with a little bit of Coke in it. So it's gonna get us a little loose.
Here we go.
A little loose. I want to share something. As golfers, we're very particular about what we use, right?
Right.
For golfing. And when you come from a family of golfers, a lot of times people have really good hearts and they think that they're getting you a really cool golf gift. Or all golf gifts are the same.
Right. Yeah.
Which, as a golfer, we know is very not true. I can remember several times over the years seeing that package under the tree in that rectangular shape. And picking it up, even maybe jiggling it a little bit. And you can hear the balls in there. And you're excited. Pro V1s maybe. Maybe some TaylorMades, maybe some Shrixons.
Maybe something new I don't even know about.
Right.
Yeah.
And you go to unwrap, and it's a Pinnacle or a Molitor. Some people might not even know what a Molitor is. I don't even know if they make those anymore. I had my share of orange Molitors over the years growing up. But everyone means well when they get you a gift. But what we're going to try to do tonight is help the people out there. So if you're a golfer and you're listening to this, might put someone onto this podcast that would not normally listen to it, and maybe we can help them secure a really good gift.
There you go. Yeah.
That's
our mission tonight.
Have you ever got a bad golf gift?
You know, it sounds like you have more of the bad experience. For whatever reason, I haven't gotten a lot of golf gifts, good or bad.
Right.
Beyond like some really big ones. So I have more examples on the good side.
Yeah. You kind of come from a golf family too, right? Like your father-in-law. I mean, they would kind of. I sense that my family's guessers.
Yeah.
They're guessing.
Yeah.
And maybe your family is a little bit, hey, Eric, what are you into? Maybe.
My family, especially the extended family, would always come up with some very interesting gifts. We have it's maybe outside of the golf realm.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, but I've been there with the golf balls, or the other trap I find you can get into is some kind of quirky novelty item, right? Like here's a golf club that you can pour some drink into it, and like it squirts out the top. It's like no one's using that,
right?
You know,
right.
I'm not putting that in my golf bag. It doesn't fit. It's you know, so anything just sort of like some, you know,
I remember
kind of cheap piece of plastic that you're just going to be like, oh, like, hey, you're a golfer.
Yeah.
Right. No, I don't want that.
Right.
Like,
I won't say their name, but I remember, and if they listen to this, they're going to know exactly who they are. I remember when rangefinders started coming out, and it was leaked to me at dinner before we opened presents that night that I got a rangefinder for Christmas. I went into the living room, looked, the box checked out.
Yeah.
It looked
right
like
size.
It was, right size.
rattle.
Yeah. And everything. And I proceeded to open it up that night, super excited. But when I picked the box up, it was light. Like, not sure this is what I was told it was. Was it a rangefinder? Yes. But it like, you had to look through it like a scope and line it up with a certain spot on the ground and it would say like 30 yards, 75 yards.
Right.
Right. Like,
I know exactly what you're talking about.
yeah. It was like
yeah.
Walmart special.
Yeah.
But all right, so let's get into this. Top 5 gifts. Not top 5, but 5 good gifts
Yeah.
that you should get your golfer in your family if you're attempting to get them a golf gift.
Yeah.
You want to go first?
Yeah. I mean, I think obviously it's going to golf's one of these activities that if you go all in, you could spend thousands of dollars on a
Absolutely.
gift, right? New set of clubs and all this stuff. But I'll start, relatively small and just the experience on the golf course. We touched on it last week. It's so much, even more so today than it used to be. Just about hanging out, having a good time on the golf course. Sometimes golf just kind of gets in the way of hanging out. So, and a lot of players and a lot of groups, you'll hear music playing in the golf cart, and you can get a little Bluetooth speaker. That again ranges in price, but that's one where, that's something that's going to go in the golfer in your life's bag. They're going to use it every time they go out. Something that's just easy to recharge. I've got one where I can just charge it on the way to the golf cart in the car, and so I think that one's just perfect. And it's got other, you bring that to the beach or something of that nature. But I think that's just kind of, and they come in all shapes and sizes. They got ones that stick onto the golf cart or just like a little disc. But I think that's a good starter gift.
Do you have one?
I have one.
Who do you use?
Gosh, I think it's a. I'm not going to be able to think of the brand.
Is it Sony, or is it a golf brand?
No, it's a
Bose.
Bose. That's what it is. It's a little Bose disc.
Yep,
that's what I've got. Yeah,
I've got the Precision Pro.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's also gives you yardages.
Oh wow. Oh yeah. Okay, I've seen that.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very
multifunction.
Cool. Yes, multifunction. Yeah. I'm going to go with, I think it's right there on the bag, actually. See it right there, the Precision Pro.
There it is.
And so I think a really cool gift, too, is, like you said, you can really get into some expensive gifts. I think a really non-expensive gift to get someone is a fitting.
Yes, absolutely.
You can get those for $100, $150, a 30-minute, 45-minute fitting. And I think those can go a long way.
Yeah.
And then that gets that person maybe even more excited about the game. And
you and I have talked about this. There is nothing like getting properly fit for your golf clubs. I mean, and that is not just for, there's a reason why every PGA Tour pro is fit perfectly, tailor fit to their golf clubs. It's not just for them. It's for every golfer. The technology these days to get dialed in on, and we're both very tall, but we both went through the same process.
Sure.
And we're surprised at where we came in, like lie angle, length of the shaft, and so that's a perfect gift to just say, hey, and it also says, hey, why don't you go spend a day with at a fitting.
Yeah.
And here you go.
I love you this many hours worth.
This many hours. I give you permission to leave me for this many hours.
It's funny. I was speaking to Ken Rollman, the guy that fitted both of us with Trixon.
Yeah.
And he says someone will get fitted, and then they get the clubs that they need to be fitted in, immediately 6 to 8 strokes difference.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So much more than the next piece of technology, as far as, or just like that next year's driver, or that iron, just being fit. Yeah. And it seems super intuitive when you hear it, but most people don't think about it.
Right.
A lot of people are out there playing with golf clubs that do not fit them, and they're fighting it. Yeah.
And they have no idea what they're fighting.
No.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
All right, you're up.
I think there's, as far as the gear that you can get, I would, anything that with for the traveling golfer, any kind of like golf specific duffel bag, all the way up to like a golf, travel bag, something that they can use to, they're booking a trip and they know they've got, that's my golf bag.
Right.
It's got a place for my shoes and just a kind of a nice, something that you're going to bring into, hey, I'm taking a trip to a nice club. I want to, bring a nice bag into a, the locker room
Right.
and just have it. So it's so there's a lot of.
Let me ask
lot of
you
gear.
this. You wear a glove. I do not wear a glove.
Yeah. No.
Do you have one of those nice leather things that holds gloves? Have you seen these?
I have not. No.
I was sent one. I should have brought it out here because it would have been a great thing. But it's just like a nice leather pouch, and it's got little sleeves in it, and it holds your gloves.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Like if you've got 3 or 4 or 5 gloves, because some people rotate them, especially if it's hot.
Right.
But I thought it was a great idea. Like if I wore a glove, like I would definitely use this.
Right. Yeah.
It's almost like it looks almost like, what's the things called that hold cigars? Humidors? Is that what it's called? It looks like a little humidor for your gloves.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah. So I thought, wow, that would be a really cool gift. And like, there's some really cool brands out there that like Lynx Kings, I think. It's a leather company.
Okay.
And they make stuff like that. But yeah, I think that's solid because that's also another multi-use. If it's a duffel, I mean,
Yeah.
if you're not going to play golf, you can still use it to travel or
Absolutely.
whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good call. I think a really cool gift, and we were sent some stuff by First Tee. These are high protein bars. This way, 16 grams of protein in this bad boy.
Gotta get your protein.
I mean, having a pack of these to put in your golf bag. These are dark chocolate caramel.
Those are good.
You've had this?
Those
one?
are very good. I've had the first
have
tee
not-
and the 10th tee.
Yeah, they have first and 10th.
Yeah.
So it's obviously golf related, but buying someone a box of these that they can keep in their bag,
Yeah.
saving money at the golf course. You
Yeah.
got these in
And
your
again,
bag.
you watch a tour
Yeah,
tournament.
they're pounding these kind
They're
of things.
they're pounding those things down. I mean, it's
So
you're burning some calories out there, man. So yeah.
and they have several different flavors to choose from. They even have beef jerky. And
I have not seen the beef jerky. You were introduced me to that.
they have beef jerky,
Yeah.
and they also now have electrolyte packs to put in water.
Yeah.
So
Big fan of those, too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks to First Tee for sending us a bunch of stuff. They sent a whole influencer box over there to check out. So, but yeah, I saw this like, wow, that'd be cool to get. Like,
Yeah.
that'd be a cool gift.
Just something that you're going to be using on the golf course, and it's not not a novelty. This is something that I'm going to put in my bag
And use.
I'm like,
Yeah.
that's great.
All right, cool.
Yeah, and anything to kind of balance out, I think we mentioned our first time golfing together. I'm out there with a protein shake.
Yeah.
To try to counteract the transfusion, and you're just trying to get that balance right. You try to get that
right.
internal body
right.
chemistry is very important
Yeah.
to pay attention to. So,
You're right. And then if you find it, man,
Oh,
you
man.
can find it.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
Find it and then maintain it.
Correct.
That's a whole
It's
different
tough.
ballgame.
It's tough.
A whole different ballgame. So
Maintain it for 18, not 6
Yeah.
or 9.
right. That's
All right, what you got?
Well, I mean, if you get into if you know that again, you've got someone that is going to be taking a trip, or he's got a regular game. I mean, look, just get a foursome. Get a foursome somewhere. Especially like a place like Myrtle Beach here, you can get, I mean, there's so many great public tracks that you
Sure.
can play. Just pay attention. Some, some nicer spot along the Grand Strand. And again, I got the round covered, and I want you to go get 3
Right.
friends and go play golf. Here's a ticket to just go spend the day with your friends.
Yeah, the partner in your life, if he's a golfer or she's a golfer, she's going to let you know, or he's going to let you know if they really enjoyed a certain course.
Yeah.
And if you pay attention to that, go into that clubhouse, say I need to buy a foursome,
Right.
and then or a gift card to go play golf, and then they can
Yeah.
figure the rest out.
And to the golfer whose a significant other does not know how expensive golf is, we apologize.
Yeah.
Because we just,
Yeah.
because they're
That's
going
right.
to walk in and say, a foursome is how much? Keep it simple. Get a foursome.
Yeah.
You know, pay attention. You know, there's so many, you know, especially a place like here in Myrtle Beach, there's so many spots that are just great destination spots.
Right.
Just give the golfer in your life a day on the course.
Right.
There,
And
there's nothing better.
If
There's
you're
nothing
not in
better.
Myrtle Beach, there's a good chance you know where your significant other or partner's playing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just hop into that clubhouse, get them a foursome for the day or a gift card or whatever it's called, and they will. That would be big time.
Yeah. Hey, I got it covered. Here, please go spend the day with your friends
Yeah.
doing what you love. You know, don't overthink it.
Yeah.
You know, golfer just wants to play golf. And certainly if there's anybody out there whose significant other is going to take you up on this advice or take us up on this advice, and they walk into that golf shop and are a little blown away by how expensive a round of golf is,
Right.
I'm really sorry that I
Yeah.
just kind of uncovered the gig. So.
Right. But on the other side of
Yeah.
that, know how like important and like I think that would be very impressive to the other.
That's
person.
that's a
Solid
whoa.
gift.
That's a whoa gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
for
Not only
sure.
are they, you know, it's a good chunk of change to cover a foursome, but also, wow,
Yeah.
here go play.
Right.
You know, it's on me. That's a cool gift. So
Yeah, I was going to kind of say that you took that one from me, but that's okay. It was really, if someone would have, I asked him on Instagram today. I said if you were gifted a foursome to go play
yeah.
anywhere in the world, anything's on the table, what would you pick?
I have not played.
Like I'm sorry, I'm like
Yeah.
Augusta.
Yeah.
Anything's on the.
Yeah, kind of hard not to say Augusta, but I would say I really want to get over and play Scotland.
Yeah.
I want to play that whole style of golf,
Right.
the whole experience, the history, everything. Like that is an absolute dream to
You
get
know our
over
boy
there.
Clayton's
So.
played over there.
Has he really?
With
Yeah,
his dad.
man. Yeah. We were trying to put a trip together this coming year. It was just not. I don't think it's gonna work.
Yeah.
But that is, yeah. If you could say you could jump on a plane right now, that's where I'm going.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how about yourself?
Where would I go?
Where would
play?
you go? Yeah.
It would just. My introduction to golf was Augusta.
Okay. Yeah.
Watching it with my dad.
Okay. Yeah.
So
yeah.
like my dad's still alive. If I was able to take my dad and a couple other dudes and go play
Right.
Augusta, like I can't even
Yeah. Yeah.
be just for me. But excuse me, going to play the old course or something like
Yeah.
that. I mean,
I just think the whole, again, if you're saying just to be able to blow it out and go over there and do it right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be.
and those trips you have to do right. You can't half-ass that trip. Like
No.
money can't be an issue. You got to spend the money to
Yeah.
do it, and you just got to go do it. You got to do it the right way.
Right. Yeah.
You can't go into it like it's like if we're doing it top line,
Right.
and we're going
Yeah.
for it.
That's what like this coming year we're jammed with other travel and some other stuff going on, and it's just like I would if we squeeze it in, it's like no, I want to go
Yeah.
over and just do it,
Yeah.
and just not be worrying about like I really gotta get back home
Yeah.
or something like that. So yeah, it's but so that would be where I pick.
All right, so I'm gonna think outside the box with this next gift.
Okay.
Okay, it's this is gonna maybe be tough for some, especially if golf. There's some people I know that they play a lot of golf and it aggravates the spouse or the partner or whatever. Like golf aggravates them that their partners like to go play golf so
Yeah.
much. Take your partner out on a date and take them to a golf shop or a PGA Superstore and this one's probably going to be the most expensive gift, but like, hey, I want to buy you something, but I want to make sure it's the right thing.
Yeah.
So I've got $500. You want a new driver? Want a couple of wedges? I don't know what you want,
Yeah.
but I want to pay for it.
Yeah.
So let's go do it
That, yeah.
and make a whole night of it.
Again, that's a shared experience.
Sure.
You're going, and then maybe, just maybe, you'll get it, right? You'll be like, oh,
Yeah.
all right, I get it. There's
Maybe she slides in the simulator and hits a couple of balls like, oh,
yeah,
that was fun.
there you go.
And it becomes something else, right?
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean that's anything where if you're showing interest, like I said,
Yeah.
like you said in the beginning, if it's he's a golfer, let me go like Google golf and pick the
Yeah.
first thing that pops up. It's like, all right, thanks. I'm not going to use it. I don't use that brand,
Right.
and I don't want to be a jerk about it.
Sure.
But yeah, so I think one of the themes of is if there's a golfer in your life, it's part of their life.
Sure.
Show interest.
Yeah.
What do you want? Where would you want to go? Go show me.
Right.
And just that would be, again, and anything where it's like I kind of get this.
Yeah.
And I'm in.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, I think that would be kind of the behind any gift. It's the thought that counts, right? So
Right.
it's just show me that you actually have an inkling of interest in what interests me. You're probably going to get led in the right direction.
Absolutely.
So, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Your fifth one here.
Fifth one. I'm stumped. Here we go. I mean, God, there's so much cool gear. And for me, I mean, almost my entire wardrobe is picked out by my wife.
Sure.
It's so and thank goodness for that. But yeah, I mean, just the same thing. I mean, you could go the club route, but just there's so many cool. It's like the one area of, particularly like men's fashion, right?
Yeah.
It's an excuse to go out and wear like a goofy golf outfit, across, and I mean, obviously, pick up some salty golfer gear.
Yeah.
So there's so many cool brands emerging, as you're very well aware.
Yeah.
But
Gift cards.
yeah, gift cards. I mean, again, just here, go pick out some gear that you want. Again, here's a cool brand.
Have you ever?
Yeah. So yeah.
Being the size you are, taller gentleman, have you ever got something and you've opened it up and be like, no way I can wear that?
As far as just like a pattern.
Yeah, or maybe a pattern, but maybe like that's not going to fit.
Oh my gosh, I am impossible to shop for. I mean,
no one buys me clothes, but they
yeah.
might buy me a gift card to a clothing store.
Yeah, right. My wife is just Ashley's. She hates it. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, I found something nice.
Right.
It doesn't fit me.
Right.
Right. Like, especially my arms are freakishly long.
Right.
Just completely out of proportion with my body. And so yeah, I've opened so many pieces of clothing that I look at. I'm like, there's no way.
no way.
I know that's not going to work. So
For me, the most. I mean, I'm 6'8", 300 pounds. It's usually never long enough
right. It's
for
length.
me.
Yeah.
It's the length for
Right.
me.
Every one of my
I have lost 30 pounds though.
hey now,
Hey now,
there you go.
I'm just saying.
I'm
wearing things.
and that's a whole new wardrobe.
I'm wearing things that I haven't worn in a while,
Yeah, yeah.
and even some things I've even moved down a size.
There you go. That's awesome. Be golfing a whole lot longer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for sure.
And, that's interesting. That's another big push in the golf realm. Just golf fitness. That's also
Huge.
something that is, again, there's a lot of golf specific. I mean, if you're working out for golf, you don't want to be bulking up, right? You're not in the gym like lifting heavy.
That's
like,
Rory.
yeah. So
He
I
got
mean,
massive.
they're all doing very specific exercises. Well, I think it's Golf Forever is a brand that has like some very golf specific workout gear. So it's here's a little something to encourage a healthy lifestyle, but it's very golf centric. I think that's definitely an emerging theme that's coming on. That golf is taking on a little bit more of a fitness.
think we can
take
all
care of
thank
your body
Tiger
so you
for
can.
that.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Sort of these guys.
Before then, it was just a bunch of lumpy white dudes
That's right.
that played golf.
The juxtaposition of John Daly, Tiger Woods playing golf at the same time
Yeah.
is a pretty wild
But
dynamic. So,
but that's
yeah.
also something that is cool about golf
Oh my gosh.
is you can
Yeah.
have a John
Yeah.
Daly
Right.
who
Yeah.
doesn't work out, but can win golf tournaments.
Yeah.
And you can
Just
have
raw
guys
talent. Yeah.
insanely in shape, look like linebackers
Yeah.
that win golf tournaments too.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy.
But yeah, I think that would be that's a cool sort of segment of gear gift ideas
Sure.
that I think is, again, there's a lot that's very golf specific.
Yeah.
So I think that would be a really good idea.
All right, so this was not on my radar, but we were sent this, and I thought this is a great gift.
There you go.
We got a gift from a company called Flask Cap, and what this is I'm going to try to show you here. You pull this thing off, and it's got this little compartment in it like this that you put your alcohol in. All right, then you put whatever you want in here. And then you're going to take a drink out of the big hole here. And as you do that, you push this little button back here, and you can add however much or however less alcohol you want to your sip, which I think is just the free pour system is what it's called. Flask Cap. Thank you guys for sending us this. Really, I think this is a great gift.
This is what we need our top engineers working on.
Yeah.
Is this type of product right here.
Right.
That anything to facilitate more fun on the golf course.
This enhances your fun on the golf course.
That's right. Yeah.
Because
well, it comes back to, I mean, right now, I mean, everything, like I said, you're out you're in your cart. Now you got your brand new, Bluetooth speaker pumping some tunes, and you need a little sip of something.
Right. And alcohol, let's be honest. If you're playing well, it's celebratory. If you're playing bad, it gets you through.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a multi-use tool, alcohol. But I thought this was so cool.
And they may need different dosages.
Yeah.
So
that's exactly right. That's exactly right.
Yeah.
That's $5 a piece. I love golf so much.
Yeah.
And I want to share it with as many people as possible. And I also want to, like, I'm not sure where I'm going with this, but in this Christmas season, I just want to share how good golf is.
Yeah.
And what it means to me personally. And because as I get older, it becomes... Now, I still care about what I shoot.
Right.
And I get frustrated if I'm not playing well. But it's becoming more about time with people. And
100%.
enjoying it.
Yeah.
And just being with the people I love and their fellowship or whatever you want to call it, camaraderie. Like, when you go and spend 4 hours with 3 guys or whatever that you really care about.
Yeah.
And you get in that car, and I mean, I could care less what happens on the golf course.
Yeah, and from a gifting perspective, again, I think it comes back to, again, anything that's going to enhance that experience for the person that loves golf, right?
Yeah.
I know that they love cigars. Well, let me get him something for cigars. I know, like, here's a cigar holder for his golf bag. I know, she likes to drink that drink.
Right.
Let's get them a Flask Cap. They can put their drink in there,
That's
and and have at it. So anything that is just focused on how can I support them being out doing the thing they love to do, and enjoy it more by something. Again, it's not only a golf ball or a golf club. There's so many other things that could help.
What would be something that if you got this Christmas golf related, you got it, and you were like, whoa, I did not see that coming in a good way.
Right.
What would be a gift?
I mean, for me, it's just, I'm just all about golf trip.
Yeah. You are very golf trip.
I'm golf trip. That's it for me.
And what's cool about you is it doesn't really even I mean, sure, if it's down at Cabot or something like that,
Yeah.
great. But you're okay with a 3-day local golf trip.
Yeah.
If it's
Yeah.
just dudes hanging out and not having to do anything else but play golf,
That's right. Yeah.
and then go eat dinner and then maybe smoke a couple of stogies on the back porch.
Yeah. So I mean, that's like that's exactly what I want to do. You know?
Right.
So yeah. So yeah, honey, if you're listening, so.
Right. If you happen to listen to this episode,
yes.
right? Yeah.
she'll say you've had enough. So.
Yeah. That's cool.
But yeah,
Really cool.
So, but yeah, anytime we can just, it's just that, it's that supportive, just like, don't give me a hard time. I want to go do this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just like, and then, she's like, I want you to do it.
Yeah.
I love when you do that because I know that you come back, you're happy.
Right.
So
there's so many other things we could be into.
That's right. Yeah. There's worse things. Yeah.
100%.
So
I've been very blessed that way with Katie. Like she gets it. Like golf's my thing. She understands it. Like, go do it, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And it is cool. Like, and she'll ask me like, I don't even know if she thinks she's sincere, but like, she'll say, "How'd you play? How'd you do?"
Right.
And I'll break it down sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, this is what I did, and I don't know if she cares or not, but she's looking me in the eyes. And,
Ashley cares. She gets on me if I don't break 80.
Well, we play in that group on Friday, and Katie will be like,
Yeah.
"Did you win?"
Yeah.
And if I did, we celebrate a little bit. But
It's hard coming home and then and she's training the kids. Like, did you win?
Yeah.
No. They're like, all right.
Well, thanks a lot, Dad.
Good job, Dad. That's always nice. But so this time of year, cold. We'll get some. Maybe it might be in the 65, 70 range next week.
Yeah.
We'll be playing next week. How do you get through any cool sort of winter golf experiences, stories? That what kind of gets you through this? We got that. The tour starts in Hawaii soon, but
Tigers thing's going on.
Yeah.
This week, right?
I think so.
Yeah. I tell you, it's funny because as soon as Christmas is over, I immediately want it to be spring.
Right. Yes.
Like it goes spring. I mean, it goes Christmas. How long till the Masters? Mm-hmm. I mean, and I'm ready for it. Like I'll start I'll watch the championship tournament they have in Hawaii.
Yeah.
And like that kicks it off for me. And then it's a little dull there on the West Coast for me, but
yeah.
Then they go to Phoenix right when the Super Bowl starts. And that's kind of like, okay, boys.
Right.
It's golf season.
Yeah.
And then they go that Florida swing and I'm all in.
Yes.
But yeah, it's like as soon as Christmas is over, I'm like, okay, I'm ready for shorts and nice polo and let's go play 36.
But and then through the winter months, are you kind of jonesing for golf? Or I talked to a lot of that. That's me. I'm just like I need to play.
I'm jonesing, but we've been lucky that we can pretty much still play in the winter.
Yeah.
And the courses,
coming from up north, it's you really and you get a 50-degree day up in DC or Jersey or anywhere up there, and you got guys out playing, but I can't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I
got invited to play yesterday, and it was 42 degrees. And I was like, I'm sorry, man. I can't. Can't.
No.
Can't do it.
That to me is, man, yeah. I've had some wild, cold experiences, but, there's just too many good days down here. So,
I'm like, if it's kind of a 50-degree rule, if it's below 50, I think I can wait a day or two, and it'll probably be back above 50.
Yeah, I gotta probably be pushing it up past 55, and it better be sunny with no wind. So.
Today was windy and it was cold, bro.
Yeah,
but I don't know if Jones is the word, but it's like I'm okay until Christmas.
Yeah,
if I don't play a whole lot,
right.
But I'm serious. Like the day after Christmas, I'm like, let's go play. Immediately. Right. I'm ready to roll.
Yeah.
Do you have a cool Christmas golf story?
Yeah, I mean the one that comes to mind for me, and it was when I was living up north, and and it was just like, when are we going to be able to play some golf? I can remember when I was really just even first dating Ashley, we would all sort of converge on Greensboro, North Carolina, for Christmas.
Yeah,
and this was pre-kids, so it was.
That's my stomping grounds.
Yeah, not too far away.
I lived in the Jamestown, Sedgefield
okay.
area.
Yeah. So Our story is at the Grand Over, right
resort.
across the street.
The old East and West course.
Yeah. So, but we were out. Again, it was to my sister-in-law, brother-in-law. They didn't have kids at the time. We were just starting to date. Ashley and I, we sort of converged. On, we get there, and none of us have played golf for months. It's been cold up north, and
Were you staying at Grand Over?
We were staying at her parents' house because they could host everybody, and the girls were going shopping. We're like, what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
And it was a day like today, just freezing cold. We were like, we're gonna play golf.
Yeah.
We're doing it. We teed off, mid morning, cold. After a frost delay, I think.
Yeah.
And just went out and played. Couple pops, good 18. We're like, man, that was great. Father-in-law. He's like, let's do it again.
Yeah.
Let's do it again. So, girls aren't home.
Oh, that same day.
Oh yeah, we've got nowhere to be.
Wow.
Let's go.
Roll it. Run it back.
Stock back up the cooler and
Yeah.
let's go. And we're pressing daylight.
Sure.
We're a lot of pops in, and just freezing.
Yeah.
But middle of the second round, everybody starts making birdies.
Yeah.
And we're like, we're having the best time of our lives.
Right.
So it's, my father-in-law, he's got 3 daughters. He's got 2 of his sons-in-law, where I wasn't quite in the circle quite yet, but I was so close. We're just all hanging out. We're having the best time ever. There's not a soul on the golf course. It's just the 3 of us out there. And
so the pops are flowing and the birdies are flowing.
Pops are flowing. The chemistry's perfect. And birdies start dropping. We finish, and father-in-law says, "Let's keep going."
Yeah.
And at this point,
So you're 36 in already.
we're 36 in.
Is there any
We're
daylight?
36 and 36 in, right? It's getting dark.
Yeah.
It's now definitely in the 30s, and I mean it's like game over. And we literally had to call. Like my brother-in-law and I are calling our wives, saying, "You better tell my mother-in-law, you better tell Cindy, call Tom to get us off the golf course because he's not letting us leave because he's having the best time ever." So, but it's just like, if you get in the right.
How many total holes do you think you played?
I mean, we probably played like 40, 41.
Yeah.
Like we were like,
There's probably no one out there either.
no one out there.
I've played both those courses in not quite that bad of weather.
Yeah.
But you're literally the only threesome or foursome out there.
Absolutely. So it was just if you get in the right atmosphere. I mean, golfers are just nuts. And I remember working at golf courses, being like the poor cart guy.
Yeah.
Has to wait till we get off the golf course, and I've had to go get people off a golf course.
Sure.
It's like, so I say, I got a temperature or a weather requirement for me to go play, but I've done some pretty silly things. When it's time and the when the right group comes together and it's just the right moment, and you're having fun. Like there's nowhere I want to be, so nowhere else I want to be. So it was wild.
I mean, I think that's a great story to end on. It's perfect.
Yeah.
Well, listen, we hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. Is this our third or second?
This is our second. My second.
Yeah, your second in. I think it's going splendidly. But speaking of warmer weather, on-course content is coming with me and Fromm.
Hey, man.
We're going to do some really
pumped
cool
up.
stuff. Also, I wanted to plug this. So me and another buddy of mine, Stephen Buckner, who runs the company called Tin Cup, which is a golf stencil company.
Yeah.
So there is a Guinness Book of World record golf related that's available that I think would be perfect for me and you.
Okay.
So the world record is someone has to hit the ball 250 yards in the air, and the other one has to catch it before it hits the ground.
Okay.
But all they can wear is like a golf glove.
Okay.
They can't wear like a baseball glove or. I say we go for it. I think
I
whether-
volunteer to hit the shot.
Okay, I'll catch it. I'll throw the old football helmet on back there,
Here you go.
and we'll pick a golf course that's pretty straight away. It has to be on a golf course. It has
Okay.
to be on a fairway.
Yes,
And I say we do it.
I'm in.
Yeah, it needs to warm up a little bit because I can only imagine how that's going to
Oh, my
sting
gosh.
on a gloved hand.
Right.
But we went on the Guinness Book of World Record website. It's
Okay.
right there. There's tons of actually golf records that have already been done or are waiting to be done.
Yeah.
And that one's never been done. So I thought, God, 250 yards, all you gotta do is catch it. Like
That's it.
you'd have to mark it off, obviously.
Yes. Yeah.
I thought it would make a really cool video, us trying to accomplish this.
Yes.
And then you send the video in. It takes probably 6 months, but then they review it, and if they feel like it's all been, then you get your world record, and then you get put in the book.
Hey, I'm in.
Yeah, I
Count
think
me
it'd
in.
be really fun.
No one can steal that idea.
Yeah, yeah. No one do this before. We at least give it a try, please.
We'll do 250. Someone will. We did 252.
Right.
So there you
So
go.
I think some stuff like that would be fun. But on course content is coming. There's going to be a lot of fun stuff. Me and Eric playing a couple of pros. Me and Eric playing each other. Just a bunch of cool stuff to highlight how good we got it here in Myrtle Beach and the courses we get to play on. So I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
A little bit of warm weather creeping out.
Yeah, I want
Very
to do
soon,
some.
so-
I want to do some. How low can we go? Like play from the up box. And
Yeah.
Let's play scrambles, play alternate shots, and
Yeah, if you got a challenge for us, let us know.
yeah. Or if
Let
you
us
want to
know.
come
Yeah.
challenge us, if you're in town,
Yeah,
like,
let's go.
we'll go 2v2. Yeah, no problem.
Any day.
Any day. So